No, your eyes are not deceiving you. This is, in fact, an album reaction on the CDTVProductions channel. I know what you guys are thinking. Usually these videos are on CDTV the G. To talk about this real quick, we're gonna have to break the twin meme immersion once again. Basically, what you guys need to know is that going forward, album reactions are gonna be on this channel from now on. You're gonna have the regular content that you usually get, like all my scripted videos, but there's also going to be album reactions on this channel now, and I'm really excited about this change. It's a change I've wanted to make for a long time. I uploaded a video yesterday to the CDTV the G channel to explain this and just clarify it all, so all the details are there if you want to go watch that. So yeah, we're gonna kick this all off, the new era of my album reactions. We're gonna kick it off with Melt My Eyes, See Your Future by Denzel Curry. I think it's safe to say I like Denzel Curry. I like his music a lot, and I'm super excited to hear this. I don't really know much about this album. The album cover looks really cool. It has this sort of like psychedelic feel to it, which is the same vibe I get from the title, Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. We have 14 songs. I have heard Walkin quite a few times. Really enjoy that song. That one is a banger, man. And the only other one I've heard is Zatoichi. I believe that's how you say it. I've only heard that one time. I don't remember much about the song, but I do remember it sounding kind of different, and I remembered that I really enjoyed it. Just from the looks of it, the way that it's presented, I'm expecting like an introspective album here, something a little bit deeper. So let's not waste any time and let's just get started with it, starting with track number 1, which is Melt Session number 1, featuring Robert Glasper. I believe he was on So Incredible on Unlocked 1.5, and I really like that song. Let's go.
Take a ride on my train of thought. Fundamentals, what I bought, penny less. I await the emptiness and lighten. When I get alone, try to separate the action from the man. I wholeheartedly understand why I need to grow, even though I'm grown. Dealt with thoughts of suicide, women I've objectified. Couldn't see it through my eyes, so for that I apologize. I've been this way since the day I turned 6. I've been touched before, way before I touched my. Now I'm almighty, pushing through the pain. Getting very distant after I got what I need. Writing, rapping, wisdom, whiskey, women, wars, and weed. Narrating all these conflicts and top it off with greed. Being aware is my definition of melt. My eyes see imperfections within myself. Thank you all for listening, sending y'all with good energy.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that bridges very nicely into Walkin, just with that last note there going into the sample. Definitely starting it off introspective. A lot of it just seems to be Denzel analyzing sort of like his mistakes or things that he feels that he's done wrong, just due to the way that he was brought up in, you know, traumatic experiences that he had when he was younger. Looking back at how you've behaved before and trying to grow from that and understanding why your behavior has been that way. The production was just super smooth and jazzy. I think I said this the last time that I heard a Robert Glasper produced Denzel Curry track, which was So Incredible. Just based off of the music that I've heard and what my kind of musical scope is, like, this sounds like something I'd hear Logic over. But yeah, Denzel did a great job with it, and it was really interesting to hear what he had to say. We also got a little bit of an explanation of the title here, where he said, being aware is my definition of melt. My eyes see imperfections within myself. I'm guessing that means that the title is referring to being aware of your imperfections is the way to move forward. If this is setting up the album, I'm really intrigued about what we're going to hear throughout it. So let's move on to track number 2, the one that I have already heard from this project. I love it. It's called Walkin.
But when I felt it, my eyes melted. The selfish are constantly profiting off the helpless, killing off my demons cause my soul's worth redeeming.
And then the beat switch, man. This is my favorite form of beat switch recently, where it uses the same sample on both parts of the beat.
Clear a path as I keep on walking. Take away stress, we ganja copping. Blow it all out, it's all forgotten. Roll me a blunt so I'll forget it. But the details look so vivid. Went through a lot of shit in the last year. Keep on walking, ain't no stopping in this dirty, filthy, rotten, nasty little world we call a home.
That's gotta be up there with some of my favorite Denzel songs, honestly. What an amazing start to this album, man. Walkin was already great as a single because it does have that really memorable hook. The production is amazing, the rapping is amazing from Denzel, but I think with the context that Melt Session #1 gave to the album, it just makes Walkin even better and kind of enhances the themes of it. I did notice at one point it seems Denzel is talking about going to therapy here, which I guess could explain, again, the more self-analytical side that seems to be coming through on this album. All you need to know is that I really like what I'm hearing so far. I know we're only 2 tracks in, but Denzel's music has, you know, rarely ever left me feeling disappointed, and I highly doubt this album will either. We might as well just keep moving through it. Let's go on to track number 3, Worst Comes to Worst. Let's go.
I'm feeling hasty, yet I'm moving hesitant. The air, the water, and the food we eat is filled with pestilence, accompanied by famine and death. To give me the views I want, but the image that I get is my president being a cunt. I think people gonna, of all things, my mental suffers greatly. They draw guns, so how could lead erase me? I'm baffled. Worst come to worst, then I'm clutching the full clip. If worst come to...
That one seemed to almost cover a lot like biblical themes with, you know, famine, war, death. This is interesting so far. I mean, I'm on track 3 and it's already one I want to listen to more times to digest it more and take it all in. I love this sound for Denzel as well. On this one, almost like boom bappy style sound. Let's get into track number 4, John Wayne featuring Buzzy Lee.
Walk around the hood like I'm John Wayne, 9 on my hip, I'ma let that big bang. All I need is me, myself, and I, and also my revolver. Crackers out here shooting joggers. 911 emergency will murder me the day I call them. Now they got me living lawless, being the furthest thing from flawless. No remorse, I'ma get them boys pain. We sing.
John Wayne, that was a pretty quick one. Oh nice, that was produced by JPEG Mafia as well, which is cool. I've actually been listening to a lot of JPEG Mafia lately. Where was the You Think You Know Me producer tag? There's a specific line here where he said, 911 emergency will murder me the day I call him. And there's a lot of situations you could point to where that has been the case, including, I'm pretty sure, with Denzel Curry's own brother, Lotto. So it seems like some of that has been channeled in here, and a lot of the track seems to just be about Denzel feeling like it's necessary for him to carry around a weapon with him because he feels like the only person that's going to protect him is him. Track number 5, The Last.
Any nigga be elastic. So much trouble on the streets that we need to buy a AK. Rock a mask for the whole day. Shit is hard to stomach, I can't even vomit. Pour up gin and tonic just to calm my conscience. Any nigga be elastic. Drinking, I've been drinking on the AA.
If I was to compare this to one track on Taboo that this album reminds me of, it's Sirens. That's the one.
Young man, black man, I'm a Negro. World had to heal, not a world need growth.
The Last was another one that touched on similar sort of themes to John Wayne. One of the main reasons Denzel has talked on this album about feeling worried about his own safety and feeling like he needs to, you know, keep a gun on him is because of, like he says on this track, the cold world that he feels he's living in. Just a lot of frustrations from Denzel on this project, but vented out in a very almost calm way over these really smooth beats. So let's keep hearing what Denzel has to say. Track number 6, we have Mental, and this features Saul Williams and Bridget Perez. Ooh. Okay, I'm assuming that's Bridget.
Let me take you higher than herbalists climbing treetops. This is not rap, my nigga, this more like bebop. These words are uttered like dairy cattle, making sure the rain lasts forever. I'm sleepless in Seattle, bathing inside the fountain of view. Surrounding the booth is water. My mind is flooded with these flows, so get the recorder. I'm making it happen, rapping. If I was back in the 40s, I would have been gassing, scatting. Different practice created a different habit for passion.
Okay, the way these tracks are all branching into each other here, I feel like this is an album that's definitely best experienced just listening to it start to finish, no pauses. Obviously, I can't really do reactions like that. I like to pause between each track and get my thoughts. That's the purpose of these videos, but this is definitely an album that I'm going to have to listen to after recording this video, just straight from track 1 to track 14. Even in terms of this reaction, I'm really enjoying this. Man, the production in that one, along with Bridget Perez's vocals, absolutely beautiful. I love Denzel's bars here in that verse as well. The flow was ridiculous. And then, yeah, I like that little bit. Even as I start to get older, this music is bathing inside the fountain of youth. Surrounding the booth is water. My mind is flooded with these flows, so get the recorder. Like, come on, bro. Yeah, I really like that one. Track number 7, man. We have a T-Pain feature. Let's go. Track number 7, Troubles, featuring T-Pain. I can't wait to hear how this one sounds. Oh, and Kenny Beats on the production. Oh my god.
Got some troubles that these drugs can't fix. We must struggle because life's a bitch.
I need some TLC, but bitches treat me like a scrub. I gotta drive my mama car to pull up to the club. Ain't nothing left to do, but now a nigga gotta hustle. Got some problems that the music can't fix. Whole squad, everybody on the dick. Get on my dick. More money, more problems, and we lit. When I was down bad and I needed help, passing by me on the street, you should've seen yourself. Yeah, now we all just running rounds and fitting pieces to the puzzle, my nigga. Hey,
blowing money 'cause I bag it.
Got some troubles that these drugs can't fix.
Denzel Curry and T-Pain, certified banger, man. I love T-Pain's verse on there. The auto-tune sounded kind of unique, and I love the way he harmonized on it. This one did seem to have more of a light-hearted approach to it, even if it's still covering similar topics to what we've heard already so far. So, let's move on to the next one. I'm really excited for this one. Track number 8, Ain't No Way, and this one is featuring Jasiah, Rico Nasty, Jed, and Black. That's one hell of a feature list. Let's go. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Okay, but it's still gonna be smoother.
I done done my savings and my dreams like, hey. Pull up on your bitch like, wait. Do that shit with grace.
Ain't no way, 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 ain't no way.
Okay, so that's Jasiah there. And I think Rico as well.
A bitch for what they say. I wake up and I choose the money. They wake up and they choose the hate. And I shot me a pump. Bitch, I pop in the trunk. Bitch, I trunk in the front.
Ain't no way I ain't gon' Shawshank from out the shit. Shovel snow, shivering in cold. Let the thing blow like, oh, 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 oh.
Ain't no way, over the years, friends turn to enemies. Bullets curving left and right, sorta like parentheses. Viciously, I Jigga Man made his first album at 26. I passed 25, I was 17, getting rich.
Nigga on the road, might escape. Humble as a bitch, but not today.
You know what? There is one thing I want to say about that track. I wish that Jid verse was longer. I guess you could argue that it was as long as it needs to be, but it was just pretty short, you know? That being said, I just think it's because I've really loved Jid's music lately. I'm so excited for his next album. Still a good verse. The Black Hook was super smooth. The Jasiah contribution felt a bit random because it only came up once. Rico Nasty, I really liked her verse. Don't think I've heard a bad feature from her. And Denzel, with the longest verse, as it probably should be, made his verse stand out the most. Kind of crazy there that Denzel was saying Jay-Z made his first album, Reasonable Doubt, when he was 26. Denzel is 26 now, and this is like his, just kind of guessing off the top of my head here, but 4th or 5th studio album. Overall, can't complain about it at all. Ain't No Way was pretty damn nice. Let's get into track number 9, X-Wing, which is a hard-ass name for a track. Is that a Star Wars reference? Like the X-Wings? I'm assuming so, seeing as I just said it, and it literally is called an X-Wing.
All these beats go dumb in the stereo, but I'm just too smart for the radio. Masked up like a young Rey Mysterio. This game like Home Depot, bitch. They got keys, hoes, and hammers. Niggas, gangsters, killers, and scammers. I don't think I want an X-Wing. I'm just on to the next thing. Growing up, I didn't have the best things. Now my diamonds on my neck gleam. If I make that bitch an inch taller, then I upgrade to a Skywalker. Rap elite, I'm top tier.
Yeah, that was a hard-ass track. It's just those strings on the production mixed with the piano keys. I love that. It's cool to hear this one in there as something that's a little bit different to the rest of the album, but doesn't feel out of place within it. I like this one.
Now my diamonds on my neck gleam.
Track number 10, Angelz.
The young prestigious, I got angels in my allegiance. My demons will look for sin like junkies feeling fiendish. All I have in this world is my heart and my soul. Lay my life down for it cause they both made a goal. I spent my whole life looking for validation. In today's age, it would've led to my cancellation.
I've got to say, who produced that? Because I love the beat on that one. Gave it this sort of like rainy vibe. Denzel again covering similar themes that he has throughout the album so far. I feel like because it is a very consistent album, that the more it goes on, the less I have to say about each individual track, but that doesn't mean that I like them any less. Like, I really still enjoyed Angelz. Track number 11, The Smell of Death, which is an interesting song title considering the themes of the album so far.
You smell it? That's the smell of death.
United they fall, divided I stand. Make sure the enemy could die in advance. Explode your head, you already dead, so you don't gotta ask why I had to make bloodshed. Niggas bled so mean, that's the smell of death and it just won't leave.
Okay, that got menacing right at the end. Oh, okay, that just transitions right into the next one. The Smell of Death was a very quick one. I loved that sort of G-Funk style synth that was in the instrumental. Gave it a very old school vibe. That bumped. Track number 12, Sanjuro, and this is featuring 454.
When I was time to start sneaking up, these were my niggas that say I ain't deep enough, bitch, I'm a king, I'll repeat it, King Gator.
Man, that reminded me of like old Migos tracks where they would play some of the track at the start and then it would stop and then it would start again.
You number one, now it's time to start sneaking up. These were my niggas that say I ain't deep enough. I'm the nigga walking through the mist. Still report alive from the depths of the abyss. I'm too dedicated like I'm waiting 06. But too fast, might get caught up in a race. Yeah, you know how it go when it stays for
that guitar.
Now the game is colder than the Arctic, sitting in the darkness, feeling like a starless night. A whole lot of niggas get locked up. If they don't, then them niggas get shot up. Made it out the mud to wait in New York for the green with them pants like arcade.
Okay. What is Sanjuro a reference to? According to Genius, it refers to an Akira Kurosawa directed film. I'm actually not familiar with who that is, but a Japanese director. I did notice when Denzel was promoting this album, with the singles, there was a lot of Japanese influence in like the cover art and stuff like that. It looked really cool. And it seemed to be another Denzel track that is dedicated to Florida and the experience of growing up there, with a really nice chorus from 454. Almost sounded like, I don't want to compare too much, but 4-2 Doug-esque in his delivery. Really liked the guitars behind the chorus in that beat, or whatever that was, just gave it this really anthemic sound. Well, we've only got 2 more songs left. Like I said, I have heard the next one, but I've only heard it once. Don't fully remember it. All I remember is that I did really enjoy it when I heard it, and again, it sounded different for Denzel. Track number 13, Zatoichi featuring Slowthai. Which again, that's got to be like a Japanese reference, right? Zatoichi is a blind man. Fitting with the album title.
In a place where we could hardly survive and barely could thrive. My only focus staying alive. I'm Zatoichi leading the blind. Pressure get applied. They cut my niggas down in their prime.
I love when rap songs incorporate a drum and bass drum beat. So fucking energetic.
In a place where they keep feeding me lies for my true demise. You tried to crack a smile and still a frown follows right behind.
God, that bumps. Yep. It's a good track. Japanese media seems to have inspired like the singles artwork for this album and a couple of the track names, Sanjuro and Zatoichi. I'm not familiar with like Japanese media at all pretty much, so I'm wondering if Denzel's experience with that has also impacted the themes of this album and the stuff that he's talking about here. And yeah, I need to hear more rap songs that use that sort of up-tempo drum and bass style drum beat, because that always just fires some energy right into a track, man. Slowthai did handle the hook here, but his voice was sort of buried in the background of the beat. But I think it really worked for this song, and I liked how it sounded, man. So let's move on to the 14th and final track on this album. We got here pretty fast, I feel like. Track number 14, The Eyez.
My mind is a playing field for mental arguments. My thoughts are saying my emotions is who started it. Top of leaders running with demons, cunning and thieving always. Silhouettes surfing and stretching through mental hallways. Then 9 minutes later, I'm met with the 9 million. So 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to hell cause I'm the devil. Forgive me for all I've done cause I be barely praying. I'm seeing illusions in the pockets of my brain.
Okay.
You think you know me?
Title picked Hazard Duty Pay after that. Great choice title. But I gotta give my thoughts on this album.
Sometimes we feel pain. If he fall on that floor, don't go. This ain't built for this page of my art.
What a beautiful song. Anyway, the Eyez. Yeah, that was a nice way to close it out. I haven't like fully taken in everything from the album on this first listen. It's definitely gonna take some more listens. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we got more lyricism on this album than we usually do from Denzel Curry. I don't know, there was just the way he played around with the words and the rhymes there. Like, my mind is a playing field for mental arguments. My thoughts are saying my emotions is who started it. My personality always conflicts with other people. I could be ferocious in my times of feeling feeble, sick of life's ills. It could be short for illegal. Common sense, a victim to sensory deprivation. The mediator met with the all is in meditation. I did enjoy that last song, and I think it was a pretty solid closer to the project. So let's get into my initial thoughts. I was about to say my final thoughts, but these definitely aren't final thoughts. My initial thoughts on Melt My Eyes, See Your Future by Denzel Curry. It is something I'm gonna have to listen to start to finish to just fully be able to pick it all apart, but I think I did really enjoy it from this first listen. Yeah, let's just go through my favorite and least favorite tracks on here before going into some more of my thoughts. Favorite tracks on here: Melt Session number 1, Walkin, of course, Troubles, Sanjuro, and Zatoichi. That's what I'll go for with my favorites. As for least favorites, I don't really even know if there is any. I don't think I could say that there is any. There's no least favorites, really. Like I said, there seem to be a lot of themes here of sort of self-discovery, self-reflection. All the features on it were solid. There wasn't huge contributions from the features on this album, but once again, that's something that I kind of like. If you did picture this like a movie, it's sort of like they're supporting actors to Denzel's main character and his story. I think the feature that did the most in terms of like the length of their contribution was like T-Pain. And I really liked what he did on here. So I'm quite a fan of how the features were utilized on this project. Melt My Eyes, See Your Future, a very interesting project. A good project as well. You know, if it's on my end of year list, if it's on my 10 best albums of 2022, then you'll hear more of my in-depth thoughts about it after many more listens. So, I think that's it for the video. What did you guys think of Melt My Eyes, See Your Future by Denzel Curry? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd be really interested to see what you guys think about it. And let me know what you think about album reactions being on this channel. I've got no like quota that I want to stick to with album reactions. I just want to do them whenever an album comes out that I feel like reacting to, you know? There's no set amount. It's not going to be like a reaction every week or a reaction every 2 weeks. It's just whenever something drops that I want to react to. So yeah, that's all I've got to say for today, guys. Like I said, let me know what you think about this album down in the comments below. And if you haven't heard it yourself, I 100% encourage you to go and listen to it yourself and make your own mind up about it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you all in the next one. And this is CDTV Productions, signing out.